Good morning, students. So we are now in the fourth part of the nouns chapter and the last part also. So we'll see today starting from the left out question using how much and how many. First, if you remember last time when we were reading about the countable nouns and uncountable nouns, we have read that the nouns that can be counted as 1, 2, 3, there like pen, book, days, man. So these are all called countable nouns. So with these countable nouns, we use the word how many. Like how many pages? 1 page, 2 pages, like that. How many books? How many days? How many kids? How many hairs? Yes, hairs sometimes we say that it cannot be counted, but in case that how many hairs have fallen. So like that, in case of hair fall, you can say 1 hair, 2 hair, 3 hair, like that. Okay. So how many roads are there? So that can be counted as 1, 2, 3. So with that, we use the word how many. Okay. Similarly, come to how much. When we use uncountable nouns, means the names of such things that cannot be counted as 1, 2 or 3. So we use the word how much. So like milk, sugar, honesty, gold, water, rice, petrol. So all these are either material nouns or abstract nouns. So with these we use how much. Like how much sugar? So you can write 1 cup of sugar. So 1 cup is the measuring quantity. Okay. How much rice? How much gold? How much water? How much petrol? Like this. Now the next topic is gender. So see what is gender. Since the nouns are the naming words. So we know that the nouns are naming words. So they name all kinds of things. So they are you can say they are the naming words, so they take on the gender of the item, like man, boy, like that. So whatever things they are naming, so they take on the gender of that thing, either living or non-living. So hence these are categorized into 4 different kinds of gender. So masculine, feminine, common and neuter. These are the 4 genders. So what are genders? Genders are those words which tells about what kind of things are these. Or you can say that gender is a system of differentiating nouns and pronouns as masculine, feminine, neuter or common. So let's see about the first one, the masculine gender. So a noun which refers to a male is said to be of masculine gender, either a male person or a male animal. So that will be masculine gender. Okay, for example, father, uncle, boy, hero, steward. Okay. A noun that refers to a female is said to be of feminine gender. So girls or female, animal or person, like mother, aunt, girl, heroine, stewardess and more. A noun which can refer to both male and female is said to be in common gender, like dentist, child, parent, cousin. A noun which refers to a non-living thing is said to be of the neuter gender. It is neither male nor female, like pen, car, table, building, etc. Now let's see the nouns in case of possession, okay, or possessive nouns. See this. This is Tanmay's globe. That means the globe belongs to a boy named Tanmay. This is Shiba's poster. This is Tina's binoculars. So here you can see an apostrophe S is written with the nouns. So that represents that those persons have those things. Okay. These things belong to those persons. So such nouns that shows ownership or belongings are called possessive nouns. So we use an apostrophe after a noun to show the belongings. Like, these are Nina's toys. Means these toys belong to a girl named Nina. This is Gurv's bicycle. So this bicycle belongs to Gurv. So for single nouns or singular nouns, we use not ending in S. We put the apostrophe and S after the word, like Nina. So Gurv. So here no S is there. So after the noun we are putting the apostrophe and S. For those nouns ending in S, we put only the apostrophe after the word, like James. Here S is there. So after the word we are putting the apostrophe. Okay, James shirt, like that. So this is the difference between these two. So in first case there is no S. So we are putting after the word apostrophe and S, like horse's tail or Tom's bat. But in second case, since S is there, so after S we are putting apostrophe. So two rules are there. For the third one, for plural nouns ending in S, we only use apostrophe after the word, like dogs, girls. Okay, so after the word you put apostrophe. Those nouns which doesn't end in S, so there also we follow the first rule. We put apostrophe S after the word, like children's, men's. So here no S is there. So after the word we are putting apostrophe and S. These all things, okay, are the 4 rules. One more is there. You see here, the apostrophe is usually used with the names of living things. Now here children are living, men are living, dogs are living, girl is living, James and Jesus are also living. So horse and Tom is also living. So we are putting apostrophe. But what is the thing when we are talking about a non-living thing? So like, we don't use any apostrophe after the non-living thing. Like river is a non-living thing, knife is a non-living thing. So no apostrophe is used. Okay. So the banks of the river, the handle of the knife, like this, no apostrophe is used. Now this is your class work you have to do in your notebook, English 1 notebook. Rewrite these sentences using apostrophe or apostrophe S after the noun words. The table that belongs to the carpenter. So you have to write the carpenter's table. The books that belong to Radha. The car that belongs to Rini. The pen that belongs to the teacher. The umbrella that belongs to Mr. Das. The hat that belongs to the people. The mug that belongs to my brother. The cushion that belongs to my grandmother. So you have to write this in copy. Another thing, here also you have to rewrite the phrases using the correct places of apostrophe. Okay, the duck's feet, car's headlights, girl's dresses, bird's nest, the hunter's weapon, the baker's bread, the student's seat, children's books. Okay, so you have to write like that. Somewhere the is used, somewhere the is not used. So you write like this given, and you have to write the answers next to the questions. Okay, so I'm reading once more. The duck's feet, the hunter's weapon, car's headlight, the baker's bread, girls' dresses, students' seats, birds' nets, children's books. These shirts belong to the boy. So these are the boy's shirts. Like this you have to rewrite the full sentences. Okay, so these 3 will be in copy. The hammer that belongs to the carpenter. This is the dash. The diamond ring belongs to the prince. It is the dash. This hat belongs to the wizard. This is the dash. This park is for children. This is the dash. This house belongs to her niece. This is her dash. The garden belongs to my neighbor. This is my dash. This factory is owned by Mr. Singh. So this is dash. See, money and rice. You can see rice is uncountable noun. So with money also we are using uncountable noun. So when we denote a quantity in which the money is counted, then we make it countable. Otherwise we use how much money you have. I have some money. Okay, so enough money. So these are the words which are used with money. So that is why we have used how much. So I have about 20 rupees. So 20 rupees is a denotation of the quantity of the money the person has. How much rice you have? So 5 kilos. So denotation is there. Then children are countable nouns. So how many is used? So like this you will do question number 7. Now come to the gender question, question number 8. Now you have to circle the gender words and you do. See here. Niece, heroine, lioness, peahen, all are feminine. So we'll put it into the feminine. Like landlord, gentleman, all are men. So masculine. Like this you have to write. Okay. So book will be neuter. So cook will be common. Like this you have to write. Okay. Then come to the next question, possessive. Now here I think this possessive nouns I have discussed. The possessive forms. So accordingly you will use. So girl's face. So here girl is plural. So after S we are putting apostrophe. Like this you will do. Okay. My mother's purse. So mother singular. Mother cannot be more than one. So it would be singular. So mother's purse. Like this you will do. Okay. Then come to the next one. The change into apostrophe. The car of the man was stolen. So the man's car was stolen. Like this you will write. Then this is that. Let's read. This is for you to do by yourself as a homework. One thing more which I haven't discussed is how to convert nouns masculine gender into feminine, because you have already read in your previous classes. So very shortly we will discuss this along with the revision of whatever we have read. So first one is by changing the ending. So actor, here O is omitted and ESS is added. So actress, hero, heroine. Okay, so O after that INE. So I have changed the ending. Waiter, waitress. So here also E is omitted and ESS is added. Second is by adding a feminine word instead of the masculine one. Like boy cousin, girl cousin. Now cousin is a common noun. So boy, when I write a boy in front of cousin, that means a male. So it comes in masculine. Okay, so this male word I have changed into female word. Grandfather, grandmother. Here father is a masculine gender word. So I have changed this into mother, a feminine gender word. Milkman, milkmaid. So man masculine, maid is feminine. By changing the word completely. Third rule. So boy, girl, son, daughter, uncle, aunt, dog, bitch. Like this. Okay. So these are the few rules by which you can change into feminine gender. Okay. Now one more thing. It is not given in your book, but you should know when you are reading nouns, that is a gerund. So when nouns are formed from the word, we add ing. So such nouns are called as gerunds. Okay. So be plus ing being, come plus ing coming, love plus ing loving, like this. Okay.